All right, today we're going to be talking about how you can master the filter formula within Excel. And honestly, the filter formula is a little bit newer of a formula incorporated into Excel. And I recently learned about it, and honestly, it is a game changer. Super useful to know and learn how to use. All right, so here we have a bunch of data on NBA players. We have their names, the team they're on, the college they went to, what country they're from, and the year they were drafted. All right, so typically we could filter out all these names. If we wanted to find, we could add a filter here and to find all the players that are currently in the NBA that were drafted in 2016, right? That would pop up this list of all these players. However, the filter function allows you to do just that outside of the actual data set, right? So the filter function is useful when you're incorporating it into a dashboard, or you're using it for a lookup function. Is super helpful when you're using like a VLOOKUP or index match function and trying to find things a little bit more in a complicated way. Then it is super useful. So we'll just enter the filter function here, and it's going to ask for the array. And basically the array is saying, well, once we filter, what do you want to be displayed, right? So we just want all of these to be displayed. And then what do we want that filter to include? So let's say in this example, we want it to go by the draft year, or actually in this case, the college. So we can select this column, and we want that to equal here. And we're going to put something there in just a second. And then we'll hit enter. And so right now it's not working correctly because we don't have anything entered right here. But let's say we want to know all of the players drafted from UCLA. Then it's going to automatically filter those players based on this search criteria, because we want this column to equal H2, which is UCLA. So if we type in a different college like Florida State, let's say, that's going to update automatically and display all of these different metrics for us. So pretty cool. It just allows you to have access to all of that data without actually having to filter through the actual data. So it's very helpful. So that's kind of a crash course on the basics of how to use the filter function. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but let's dive a little bit deeper into how it works. All right, so now taking this filter function to the next level, let's say that we wanted to filter by more than one condition or criteria, right? So right now we're all the players from Florida State. But let's say that we actually wanted to see all the players from a certain college and a certain draft year. So let's just say 2015, and let's say that we want to change, let's actually change up the college to Notre Dame just for fun. So right now it's still only pulling all the players that were drafted from Notre Dame. But let's modify this formula a little bit to also include the draft year of 2015. So we can keep the array because we still want it to display all the current information that's being displayed. But what we're going to do is we're going to put this first criteria in parentheses. And then we're going to hit times parentheses. And then we're going to follow the same pattern by selecting column F, which is where the draft year is located. And we want that to equal 2015. And we'll add another parentheses. So basically what it's doing now is it's going to search Notre Dame in column D here, and then it's going to search 2015 in column F here. And once both those criteria are met, it will display or filter out the information we're looking for. So we'll go ahead and hit enter. And it looks like there are only 2 players that were drafted from Notre Dame in 2015. But you kind of get the point. So if we wanted to change that to 2016 or whatever, keep in mind that this is not a complete set of data. This isn't every single player drafted in that year. This is just, a list using for this example, right? So there we can filter out outside of the data set based on these criteria we're filtering for. And you can do the same for more than 2 criteria. You just need to follow this pattern where you parentheses and times, right? So you can do 3, 4 different criteria like mentioned previously, but In this case, we'll just stick with 2 to kind of demonstrate how that works within the filter formula. And those are the basics of using the filter function. Now, there's so many more applications to this function. You can use it within a VLOOKUP or an index match, some sort of search function to better find data to display based on that search criteria, right? So there's a lot of applications, a lot you can do with this in creating dashboards and things like that. One of my favorite formulas by far, when I learned about this, I thought it was absolutely incredible. But those are the basics of the filter formula. If you have any other questions or concerns or want to know how to apply this differently or in different ways, please leave a comment below. Thank you so much for watching and have a great rest of your day.